Hey everyone, so today I have some more Mario Tennis Aces news to you because with the release of a new demo, of course it comes the release of new data mining. So supposedly a data miner went in to the demo of Mario Tennis Aces and was able to expose a ton of things, including what the bonus characters we can unlock in the demo are. And just so you know, there are characters we already know about, or at least 2 of them for sure. There's rumored that there's 5 characters in the demo you can unlock, and I warned that everything moving forward from here would be considered a spoiler. So if you don't want to know these details about Mario Tennis Aces, which includes the full roster and I think most of the bosses in the game, then just turn off the video right now. But for those who are sticking with us, in the demo you can unlock Waluigi, you can unlock Chain Chomp, and then the rest are kind of a throw-up, whether or not it's Koopa Troopa or Dry Bones and stuff like that. It's kind of a throw-up, or Spike potentially, because the design that they're able to find in there doesn't necessarily point to a particular one on its own without context. It's kind of like a who's that Pokemon kind of guessing game. So we'll wait and see what that is. So I guess for the demo purposes, that's not too big of a spoiler. However, what is a spoiler is that we apparently have the complete list of playable characters that will be in the final game. And oh boy, here we go. We got Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Peach, Daisy, Koopa Troopa, Paratroopa, Shy Guy, Kamek, Birdo, Spike, Dry Bones, Boom Boom, Chain Chomp, and Blooper. Now, of course, they could add more characters in the future, and maybe there's some characters that weren't included in the data mine of the demo itself, but all of these characters are in the data mine somewhere, suggesting that they are all playable. Now, this next part is probably the most spoilerific, because a lot of these characters we kind of sort of knew about through the series they have been doing on the official website, where they have been talking about the different archetypes of characters, and that is the bosses, because this obviously comes from the adventure mode. And the bosses we know right now are PD Piranha, Gooper Blooper, Boss _Ice Golem. Again, these are bosses we haven't seen yet. They're in the files. Boss _ Esther Koopa, Boss _ Mirage, Boss _ Statue Koopa, and the Inuyasha Damashi something or other. Here, spelled out on the screen. That is a Wante, apparently, which is an IROC. This one is technically under internal names for the bosses, but it's probably part of the Mirage for the desert boss, is kind of what they're guessing at there. So there you go. That is the full list of the bosses that are at least listed in the demo for some reason. And if you guys ever wonder why... Because I feel like one of the most demanded things out of E3 is that these demos that us people that are going in person get to go hands-on with, a lot of times the public's like, why don't we get our hands on these demos? Well, this data mine's kind of an example of why that doesn't happen. Nintendo doesn't want this data mining to occur because look at this. Not so much the playable characters, because Nintendo's given us most of these names anyways, but the bosses is obviously something they want to keep under wraps, and here it is in the files from the demo, because the demo is created off of the final version of the game. These demos aren't made on their own aside. These demos, especially the ones that appear at E3, are literally, just code ripped right out of the final game that they're working on. So it's very I think it's pretty self-explanatory why this doesn't happen. And so this obviously brings up the question, are leaks and data mines good or bad? That's up for the eye of the beholder, but obviously for Nintendo's purposes, they'd rather this stuff not happen, hence why they don't release a lot of demos. Plus, if you guys remember, there even had issue with review copies, like when Pokemon Moon ended up getting ROM dumped before the game even released. That was a huge controversy back in 2016. But yeah, Nintendo isn't going to be giving us a ton of demos. What I can say is later on today, I will be checking out the demo of Sushi Striker Way of the Sushido, because apparently I am hearing some positive things out of the demo, and it's one of the games that I wasn't even going to consider this year, so maybe we should go check that out, play it for you guys, and you guys can leave your thoughts on as I leave my thoughts as well while I play it. Anyways, folks, I am Nathaniel Rovajans from Nintendo Prime, and this was just a quick little update on, man, some character leaks for Mario Tennis, some boss leaks for Mario Tennis, and maybe a little bit of explanation for why Nintendo doesn't like putting demos out there in the first place. Alright, folks, I will catch you guys in the next one.